Welcome back to Conversation episode number 29. Dude, next one's already 30. It's crazy. I can't believe we've gotten this far.
30 episodes in.
I know, 30 episodes.
Who would have thought?
I know, pretty soon we're going to be like 100 episodes and
Bro.
quite a bit of subscribers, hopefully. But today we have a couple of topics. Abdul, I want to talk about something that's happening right now with MrBeast. I know probably many of y'all know that one of his
best friends.
Yeah, his best friend has come out as trans, and you can definitely tell that it has affected his relationship with MrBeast or Jimmy. But we're gonna get into that, and then also Abdul, go ahead and cover your topics.
So pretty much, I want to touch bases on, you know, if there should or shouldn't be more laws in place protecting men from just the things that come with divorce. Like obviously, when going through a divorce, you know, most men are always on like the losing end. Mm-hmm. You feel me, of the stick. So like we always have to like give up a huge percentage of what we own, assets, actual money, you know what I'm saying? Plus child support, or you have to give up custody of your actual kids themselves. Depends
on the person.
Depends on the person, but usually in most cases, women always end up going home with the children, and they always, weaponize the kids and like use that against men, and just
not all women,
not always, but in most cases, it's just sad to see. Obviously, divorce is not it's a sad case in any case, but it's just that a lot of times when men split from women or when things just don't work out in the marriage, we always end up losing more than she does.
Yeah, but do you feel is it because men on the majority of the time make more than women? Because it could go both ways. So, for example, but I guess this is why men always lose, right? Because it goes back to like every episode you watch, you can go watch it on Fresh and Fit or any other podcasts that are similar to Fresh and Fit, where women look for high paying or high not paying but like high value men, and high value men usually make good money, right?
But that's like premeditated, divorce.
No, I wouldn't say premeditated. I think that's just what women want, right? Because that's what those type of men can provide the lifestyle they want. Mm-hmm. Now, if it doesn't work out, they see it as an added benefit as, hey, they'll get half. But I guess it depends though, because at the same time, it's the men's fault if they don't get a prenup.
That's true.
You know what I mean? Especially if you're a man that has already made it. You're making $400,000 a year, and you get with somebody. Let's say you meet somebody at a
she's probably making
she's
like $60K, if that.
No, or if that. Let's say she's a waitress, and because men don't care about
No, definitely.
So you're making $400,000. She's a waitress, and y'all get together, get married, whatever, have babies, and then she wants to leave you. If you didn't do a prenup, then that's on you.
That's true.
Opinion.
I'll definitely. I mean? That's true. I've had that argument so many times. Like it's crazy because I was talking earlier with my sister about marriages and stuff, and even she looked at me away, and I'm like, see, I don't know,
like,
man.
What happened?
Like we was just talking about all right. So for instance, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the soccer player Ashraf Hakimi. Him and his wife, they're going through a divorce now. They have 2 kids.
Okay.
They've been married for a few years now, but I think their marriage has been like kind of like
rocky.
Rocky on its way out. So like it was just like bound for divorce, I guess at this point. Apparently, he's allegedly she wants her to get a divorce from him because allegedly, I don't know if it's true or not, but he's on a trial for alleged. So I don't want to make him guilty before innocent, before being proven innocent. But he's allegedly being tried for rape or cheating on his wife or something.
Oh, those are 2 different things. Like cheating on your wife is one thing, and rape is another.
But if you rape somebody, I mean, you obviously cheating on your wife. So,
right.
I don't know if it's true, but I don't even know if the investigation is finding him guilty. But as far as he's concerned, as far as she's concerned, when she filed for divorce, she wanted to take 50% of his net worth, and this man is worth 17 million.
Okay.
And I think it's pounds or euros, one of those.
I mean, nowadays I think pounds is about the same. It used to be double. Like it used to be, he would be worth.
It's still a little more, bro.
Maybe.
It's
I know
it's slightly more.
since the economy went down,
The dollar.
The dollar was
Yeah.
€1 to one. It used to be €2. $1 equal €2.
Well, with the way that
I don't know.
the
I
U.S.
don't know if
dollar.
it's gone up or not, but
Nah, the way the U.S. dollar
sure
is,
it's gone
yeah,
down.
exactly, because nobody's trading that no more. But he's worth 17 M's, and she wants half of that. You feel me? But I guess
So she wants 8.5.
she wants 8.5, and it's like, damn, like you ain't kicked not one ball to earn 1 million, and you want 8.5 of everything that I own. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, plus child support, right?
Plus child support, and I'm sure that's gonna come with, just child support, probably the house, whatever else they own. Who knows?
They would probably sell the house because I don't think she would be able to afford it on her own. Like she probably will with eight. Would they say eight?
With the salary from child support, I mean, she can well afford that.
It depends, bro. Like if you're living in most these soccer players, bro, they get like 20, $30 million homes. Those
Yeah, the
mortgages
big pretty
aren't.
homes. Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? Those.
I would assume you'd buy that cash
you don't want
though.
your paycheck to go on up, huh?
I'd assume they'd buy that cash.
Nah, most of them don't.
No.
No, but if he's only worth 17
Yeah,
million, how
true.
you gonna buy a 30,
That's
$30
true.
million house?
That makes sense. That makes sense.
And they're smart. They would just buy a regular home.
Yeah,
I
a
would say
mil.
regular home, but like somewhere where it's gated community. 'Cause
$1 million.
obviously you don't want. Yeah, well, I would say like two to three.
I mean, if you're making 17 million, you don't want to live in no $200, $300 house.
No, well, you wouldn't want to live where like people could just like be at your house. Like, oh,
Yeah.
this is where this person lives, and a whole bunch of people would just be
Just
like
invading.
You want to be a gated community
For sure.
where
Private
you
property.
Private property, be safe, like for your own safety and your wife and children.
Of course.
People be crazy out there. And
Oh, yeah. Speaking of crazy, I don't know if you know, but this Houston rapper Slim Thug actually lives not too far from here.
No, bro.
Yeah, and he chose this side of town obviously because it's like more private. And I've driven past his house before. It's like a big, like nice mansion.
Yeah.
And he has like a lot of nice cars. I don't know if every once in a while you'll see like a black Maybach driving around the city. That's him in it.
Bro.
Yeah.
I know Miguel said that he has. There was some baseball player that was here for the Astros that would take his Lamborghini so he can go work on it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's crazy. A lot of like
it's
celebrities.
It's been a while, but yeah.
Even some football players live in like the Shadow Creek area.
Pomona.
And like a lot of them. Cause
nice,
it's freaking beautiful, bro. But
Houston,
if you know, you know. You know what I'm saying?
That's freaking nice.
But I said
just over there. I was doing some
for real?
shoots, yeah.
Oh, so y'all finna sell some property over there? What?
I think we might. There is a house over there for sale that I did a video for. I was just trying to market myself since I've recently gotten my pilot license for drone.
Okay, for drone. Okay, yeah, that's dope.
Just trying to promote myself.
For sure.
Services.
Hey,
a little selfish plug in this podcast.
I was about to say, hit this man up real quick, man. Like, y'all patronize my boy.
That's right.
But like he as private as his property is, he has his own land and it's gated and stuff. I mean, when you drive by, you can see through the gate and stuff, whatever.
Yeah.
But like, he had a stalker for several years, and they just caught and arrested her, like 2 days ago.
Bro,
and
that sounds like that Pauly D stuff where like the Georgia Shore where he had I don't know if you've ever seen it.
I used to watch Jersey Shore.
Where Pauly had like this girl stalker that anywhere he would, I don't know how the hell she would find out, but she will be there. Bro.
That's scary, bro. Like people really
she was
be
never
determined.
she was never like what's it called, aggressive or like.
Still like
yeah,
that's weird.
Trippy, yeah.
That's really weird.
Turn
like
around and she's there.
Yeah, and no matter where I'm at.
You know, if you're a woman.
That's just weird as hell. But my point is.
You think there should be a statute of limitation of how much they could pay out?
Yes, bro. And there has to be a limit on like how much access she has to, his finances. At the end of the day, I get it.
Well,
when you're married,
their access to their finances, they're married, so they decide that, right?
That's true.
So
I do feel like
in a divorce, I don't know how that works.
I don't know exactly, but his mom owns most of his assets, like almost 80% of everything.
So he transferred everything to her, or he had.
I think he had been having his mom like as a beneficiary.
So he did like his.
He's been doing his homework, I guess.
Yeah, but like he did like a prenup without a prenup.
Pretty much. So just in case anything happened to him, he's like, and him and his mom. You've seen this guy, bro. Like there's a famous shot of him. Like, damn, I forgot what team he played for. If only I knew. There's a shot of him and his mom like running on the field and like during like a championship, and she's like he's kissing his mom and stuff and holding her. It's like a really famous, iconic photo. Like everybody's seen it,
Yeah.
and
I don't know.
they have a really good relationship.
I would have to like check it out. Like there's a so my wife watches this thing on TikTok where there's like these. It's like I don't know if it's a show or if it's a. I don't know. It has to be a show where there's like these really big mama's boys where like the women are like their moms are pretty much mad that they're dating these women and like they give them like an ultimatum like you either choose me or you choose her.
Oh, what an L
And
of
it's
a
like
mom.
bro, like how can you even like?
L.
There's a difference between like the love you feel for your mom and the love you feel for your girlfriend or your wife.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, for sure.
Like they're like hardcore like some of them like they choose their mom and it's like
That's
bro that's weird.
That's very
bro.
weird. That's very weird. And I've seen a lot of cases like that in like a lot of grown men. And it's like all your mama doing is really just trying to like control you, and like she's gonna like just destroy every potential relationship that you could have with a woman.
But I wonder if like cause she just tells me about it.
Strange.
But I wonder if the father and all these like the is like dead or deceased or.
In most cases, they're not around, so she's like a single mom.
She wants to feel like she's a single mom that she wants to feel like in a weird way like have still a man in the house.
That's like a male presence that she lacked, I guess, in her marriage.
And then she chooses her son.
Especially if he's like doing well for himself.
Yeah. Most of these people I think aren't like that's why they have like a show.
Yeah, exactly. I've seen it even on there's a movie with Kevin Hart in it, Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man. I don't know if you've seen it.
I don't think I've seen that one.
It's I think it's about Tyler Perry. No, that was Steve Harvey. It was a book here.
Oh, I've seen that one.
Yeah. I actually have the book.
Like they found it's a book. It's actually
it's a book. I had the book when I was in back in high school because I was trying to like figure women out back then. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I was like, man, I want to
crack the code yet,
bro. I mean, who knows? I mean, I've not been too unlucky with women, so I've been pretty, doing all right for myself. Right. So I guess that worked out. But in the movie, one of the guys has that very problem where his mom was always like she never knew her boundaries when it came to his relationships with women, and it always caused him to like end up losing the girls that he was dating.
I definitely think that when you have like when you're married, you should have. I would say minimal interaction, like when it comes to your relationship with your spouse. Like your parents and her parents shouldn't be all up in your marriage, like having their 2 cents, unless you ask for their opinion or their advice. Yeah, hey, we're going through this. What do you think we should do? But like if they're like always, I think that's where it starts to create a division, and they'll do like what they're doing to the country, where they'll have their family versus your family.
That's never good, bro.
Just, conflict.
At the end of the day, bro, if you're in a marriage, both sides of the family are supposed to be good. Have good rapport with each other.
When you get with your wife, you created your own family.
Well,
like
of course.
Left your parents, they have their own family. You created another unit of family. They're not your primary family. They're like your secondary family now.
Yeah, of course. Because now you got your own household.
They're your primary, exactly. Yeah. But now that you have your own, she's your primary.
Facts.
And then your kids are,
Yeah. Have you ever? I know you've been married for some time. Have you ever had any like situations like that?
Like where my parents get involved?
Yeah.
No, not really. Like you always set that up early. Like I think maybe.
So boundaries have to be set sooner than later.
And if it's kind of like everything, right? If there's a president, they'll keep not a president. Sorry, my speech. President. How do you say it? Like if it's happened once, and you allow it to happen.
Also a past occurrence, I guess.
Yeah, like a past occurrence that then they'll think that's okay.
Okay.
But you have to, pretty much
nip it in the bud.
Yeah, nip it in the bud. Okay, this is on my marriage. If I ask for your opinion or your, advice, then I'll come and ask for it.
I remember when I was younger, I used to see my parents deal with that because my grandmother lived with us, and
see, that's tough.
Yeah. And a lot of times when they would argue or something when I was younger, I remember my grandma would chime in, and that pissed my dad off. He's like, bro.
Oh, so it was from your mom's. It was your mom.
It was my mom's mom, and he's like, bro, this is my damn wife. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna handle it. And at the time, I was like, damn, he's being mean. But obviously, when I grew up and I understand the dynamic between man and woman and stuff, I understood there's a time and place for stepping into people's business, even if it's your daughter. That's her that's her husband.
She's the one. She chose me.
Yeah,
right?
she answers to him first. You feel me?
Yeah.
So yeah,
Dude, but like, what's funny is, cause I'm pretty sure your grandma had like a.
She had good intentions, but I
Well, no,
mean,
she did because it's her daughter. Right? She
yeah,
has love
but it's
for her daughter.
bias.
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And then it's not like your dad would probably try to do stuff like that are harmful to your mom. Or
Yeah,
anything
nah.
like
It's just, bro. It's relationships, bro.
yeah.
Like things happen in everybody's relationship. This is normal.
Yeah.
Even outside of love relationships, like, bro, you have a friend or a buddy. Like sometimes you guys argue. You have a brother or sister. Like
Yeah,
you know,
we argue.
nobody's.
Well, I mean, yeah, but
You're not
I
gonna
had
agree
a
every
sister,
time.
later on in my life, not like when I was not as I was growing up.
Oh, you have like a step.
Yeah, she's my half sister, but
Oh,
she,
okay.
my parents had her when I was 19.
Oh,
So
they had a.
it's a big, a big
Damn.
difference to where it's like you're almost, I wouldn't say strangers, but like you don't really know like each other. You know what I mean? Because you didn't grow up together.
Facts.
Like I was already out of the house pretty much.
Yeah.
Like when she was a baby, I was going to college already.
Mm.
So I left and then come back, lived with my parents a little while. She was probably like three.
Oh, so
three
she.
when I left the house.
So you met her at what age did you meet her?
She was a baby, obviously. But
Oh, okay.
when she was born, like literally months, I went to college. So then I was there, and then I came back, and I stayed a little while, and then I left. She was like probably like 3 or 4.
So she probably didn't remember you too well then at the time.
Nah, I don't think so. Like we don't have any like I want to say we don't really have like built memories of like, oh, remember when my parents took us to this trip,
Yeah.
or you get what I'm saying?
Because you already started life and she's barely starting life.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's kind of how it was for me and my brother, but not really though, because
Your brother's a lot older or younger? Or?
he's older than me by like 5 years or
Not
6
bad.
years or something. But like he was living in Nigeria up until he was like 13, and when he was 13, he finally came here. But I was like 8 years old.
Oh, well, you're not living in Nigeria if y'all are 5 years apart.
Well, he's my half brother.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So we have different mothers, same dad.
Oh, okay.
So that was my dad's son from his first marriage.
Uh-huh.
When my dad was
I was
back
about
in
to
his
say, like,
20s.
what?
Yeah, no. And I was born here. He was born there. That's before my dad moved to the States.
Okay.
You know, and I met him when I was like 8. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like 8 years old. So it was kind of I guess we got to grow up a little bit, but still like before it was kind of hard adjusting and like getting used to him having him being around and stuff because man, it was just like obviously he has certain habits that I wasn't used to and certain things that he wasn't used to me doing.
He grew up a little different, especially being from Nigeria.
Exactly. So that's why, you know what I'm saying? It was definitely that. I think more of a cultural thing. I mean, obviously I'm still like I have cultural background, you know what I'm saying? Cuz we kept our culture alive even though my parents lived in the States, but like you know what I'm saying? He's coming from a totally different side of the world.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm here, so it's like and we're trying to build a relationship after like
so would you
years.
say that your relationship is good with him like now or
Oh yeah, we're cool now. For sure.
Is it still in Houston or
He doesn't live here no more. He lives in Kansas now.
Okay, damn.
Yeah.
What made him move over there?
Just work.
Right.
That's what he does for work. He's a basketball coach for school,
Shit,
college.
That's cool.
Yeah. So he was here for like the March Madness.
Okay.
And he was just recruiting people, networking, all these players
Yeah.
and other coaches from other schools and stuff. So that's what he does. But we're cool now. There's nothing weird. No weird.
You never
vibes.
asked him like what was his life like living or growing up in like.
Oh, we've talked about it.
Bro, that's
It's like a pivotal moment.
Like,
yeah.
You remember living in that country.
Dude, I know.
Because you know, like.
That's pretty much his first half of his life before
pretty much.
You know.
Yeah, that's your first half because if he lived another one, he would be 1 year older than you.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Literally.
Yeah.
So we've definitely talked about it over time, especially that when we got older. Because it was, I tell you, bro, like we weren't super close when we were younger, you know what I'm saying? Because it was just like kind of clashing and weird. You know how siblings are, you know what I'm saying? Especially we're boys and stuff, so we'd like always fight and like get physical and stuff, and he'd like whoop my ass. Because I was like, I was small. But,
Is he bigger than you or what?
I mean, yeah, he's older than me. He's not like super buff or nothing. Like he has a slender build too, but I mean, now he has like muscle and stuff because he works out and stuff. But like,
is that your goal to look like him, or is
my goal is to look like me, man.
Nah, but there's always somebody that you're inspired to look like, right? It's not like when you work out, you have a picture in your mind that what you want to look like.
Actually,
you know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying. Now that you bring that up, there was this statue that my sister had.
Oh no.
I don't know if it was Arnold, but it was actually like a statue, like a trophy. And I don't know why, but he had like no homo. He had like the perfect body, bro. Like everything was proportional. He was muscular and
It was
everything.
probably Arnold, bro.
I don't know if it was Arnold. Maybe it could have been. Who knows? But it was like a bald like trophy, and it was like gold figure, and he had like this like
It's probably Mr. Olympia.
thing, this trinket in his hand or something like this.
Yeah, the Mr. Olympia.
Probably it probably was that, and I was like, bro, that's what I want to look like, bro. Like, and he wasn't even like super, because I never wanted to be like super buff.
Well, see, I think like recently I saw an interview that they did with Arnold. Arnold that he
was huge.
But dude, he is small. He is huge. He was huge, right?
He was.
But he is small compared to the people now.
As people now use like all types of
Dude,
trend and supplements and drugs.
But that's what makes him. He doesn't. Okay, so he's not upset about the steroids because they.
I think he did too.
Yeah, he did too. He admits it that he's done steroids, but he says that they've gone away from the like. People don't want to look like bodybuilders now. Like back then, everybody wanted to look like Arnold.
Oh, for
sure.
Like he was the poster
physique,
child.
Yeah, the physique was like
people.
desired. Like now, most bodybuilders have like a big old gut. They can't do like they have big old muscles, but they look like dead bods. But like with a six pack
on top of it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's true.
he says that like, and it's not proportional either. Some now they go for I guess the judges go for mass instead of proportional. Like if one bicep is slightly smaller than the other, or like Arnold says like no, back when he was doing it, like you have to be like a what's it called?
Evenly distributed, I guess.
Yeah, but like pretty much like a superhero, where it's like or like a carving, to where both everything is proportional. So like if something isn't, then you work out that arm to where it's like okay, now it looks like this arm. Because everybody has like a bigger, smaller arm, or like bigger.
Yeah,
you're
true.
Stronger
because you're dominant. Yeah, for sure. Like my arm, I think my right. Especially I play soccer, so like my leg, my right leg's a little.
I think if you're right-handed, most people have like bigger arms. Right hand. And also like depends on how your muscles, like certain muscle groups grow differently. I think like for me my I think straps. What do you call it?
Honestly,
I think on this side is like looks bigger than this side.
Okay. Yeah, I need to learn my my muscle groups, because niggas be in the gym like, yeah, my deltoids, my trap, all this. I'm like, bro, just work out, bro. Like nobody cares for you. This ain't biology class, man. Just lift some damn iron, bro. Pump some weight.
So do you take any like supplements or anything to grow, or like
protein shakes? That's it. Just protein shakes.
So you don't because I had this for a long time. Like I always wanted to like work out and just be natural and all that.
But you need protein though.
Well, yeah, protein, but that's what you normally have to take. Like you eat your chicken and your
red meat.
Your red meat, or like your what's it called?
Eggs.
Turkey meat or
turkey,
stuff like that. Yeah. And also like protein shakes and stuff like that. But you never like thought about like taking like creatine or like testosterone supplements or anything like that?
I've been approached by so many guys in the gym. Like even last year, I remember like last year was like probably one of my most consistent periods in the gym. Like February through like March, April, May, like probably February through like June, bro. I was just like in there, and I have like videos of me like just consistent as hell, because I was trying to do a journey, and then like obviously I fell off or whatever. That's why I'm picking it back up now. Bro, everybody, I guess like after a while, like people in the gym, like the gym community, they notice your consistency. You know what I'm saying? They notice like, okay, I'm seeing this guy like more than usual. So like they'll approach you, and that's how like relationships form. And they're like, bro, like you're a small guy, like obviously for your build, you want to get big. Like they'll ask me my weight goals or like my.
I mean, you're cut up, dude. Like,
yeah.
You're cut up.
I try, bro.
But that's why I was asking if like what is your like, because some people want to be like thin, like and that's what they just want to be shredded.
I want to be stronger though. I do want to add a little more mass. I don't want to be like super big and bulky though. Like,
you ever think? Well, that's what I was asking. I'm not like pushing someone, but like I think that I was always like, it's kind of like a pride thing, to where it's like, man, I want to be natural. I want to like not take any supplements like creatine.
It's just because, bro, like I don't want to
do steroids.
Hell no, I would never go that far.
Just like stuff to help you build muscle.
The only thing that I've taken as far as testosterone goes is maca. Nah, hell nah. I used to take maca root. I don't know if you know what that is. No. It's to like help like just healthy libido levels and testosterone levels, and it gives you like a little bit of a pump in the gym too. And like you take one of those before you go crazy in the bedroom, you're gonna feel like a damn. You gonna fuck like a horse, man. I promise.
You need to get a girlfriend. You gonna be over there.
I'm just saying, bro.
You
Like,
be looking like Popeye one on.
hey, look, for the niggas that know about maca root, you know if you know, bro. Like maca root's pretty fire, and I get it at like Sprouts, bro, like or Whole Foods.
Like that's an actual just root.
It's actual root, like it's natural. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
So like it's nothing like, chemically, induced.
Do you feel it? What does it give you energy or what?
It just makes you feel a little pumped. You know what I'm saying? It increases your blood flow levels and a little testosterone. But as far as that goes, that's all it takes.
Natural Viagra.
Pretty much naturally, but not that I need it. It's just like when you go to the gym though, like you'll take this stuff and you'll feel like a little bit of a difference.
Pre-workout almost.
Kinda in a way, but it's not nearly as intense as actual like pre-workout drinks and all that stuff and all those like powder drinks and stuff. Nah.
You think that stuff is good for you?
Probably for the long run, probably not, bro. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Just cause
I don't know, man. Like I see people like, for example, like bodybuilders that they do steroids and stuff, and most of them do die young, like with heart problems because they're overexerting their hearts, and also that whole mass that has to pump up so much more blood.
Dude, yeah, you're literally overworking. Like your heart is nothing but a pump.
Organs,
yeah.
all organs. Yeah.
You're like, bro, like it's overworking, overload every time, and they don't lift small weights.
Your heart's a muscle, so whenever you're taking testosterone, you're doing that. You're enlarging your heart.
And that's a condition too.
Which the other thing enlarges your heart too nowadays. Still injection too. We can't say name because you get canceled nowadays.
What other thing?
The thing that's killing everybody that's you drop dead out of nowhere, like especially a lot of athletes.
The whack.
Yeah.
The vaccine.
The jab. Dude, there's been a lot of that though. Like, there's been I want to say they started to take it. I know this is completely different from the topics that we said, but like I think the CDC is starting to say that how they used to push it on the kids.
I don't hear them about it.
They don't hear it as much, and also they're saying that the kids shouldn't take it if they're healthy and not like they shouldn't take it.
Yeah, that was a totally different narrative last year.
I know.
2 years ago, they was like,
pushing on.
This is perfectly great for everyone.
Yeah, it's safe everywhere. Now the long-term effects, because now we've had 3 years? 3 since because it came out in 2020, I think, or late 2020. So we're going on 3 years of the case study of millions of people that
test dummies
that didn't get paid for
trial runs. That's crazy. That's very, very crazy.
Yeah, bro, because most of the time, the other one never do it. This is an experimental drug.
Bro, I lost job offers because I don't want to take this stuff.
Is it still happening? Or is it less?
Probably less now, but I know like in places like New York and stuff, some places you still need like your identification card, you know what I'm saying? And some businesses I'm sure, but I mean, I don't know, like most things are like lax now, but like it could quickly pick back up.
How does that work? Or like it has to be like, because I knew that like in New York, like you said, that it had to be like current. Like you had to have the last like
most updated booster.
That they came out with, and it's like if you didn't have the last, it's like they consider you non-vaccinated. It's like, well, you could have had three jabs, and you still wouldn't have. If there was a fourth one, they still would have considered you not vaccinated.
Yeah, because they don't recognize
the
first one.
It's freaking crazy.
Yeah, it's like, dude, I got 3 of these things, and you're not even gonna acknowledge any one of them, bro.
Right. It's like, damn.
And I know some people that have gotten like fully like boosted, and they still end up like dying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I've had like a friend, her mom went through some like respiratory issues, and she was fully fully jabbed and everything, and then she still ended up losing her life, bro. It's just like lab rats.
Why? It was just like natural.
Bro, I don't know, bro. You never really know with this stuff. You feel me? So who's to say? And I don't want to say it was because of that. It could have been something else, but like I said, you never really know. I mean, she has all that stuff in her. Who knows? Yeah. It's doing something. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It definitely didn't save her life. So there's that.
But going back to the divorce thing, so what do you think the solution is to? Because you said he transferred all of his
assets to his mom. So mostly everything that he earns, and his mom's getting like $215,000 a week or something like that. Like as far as an allowance.
What? So does he have it like How's that work? He's giving his mom an allowance of 200,000.
That's what it's, bro. There's an article.
That's weird.
It's really weird, but pretty much all the money that Shorty thought she was finna come up on,
He went to his mom.
it went to his mom. Like, she's not getting none of that. I'm sure eventually they'll settle something.
You know what'd be fucked up?
What?
If his mom was like, you know what, this is mine now.
Oh, dude, no, that'd be terrible. That'd be terrible. I don't think she'd do him like that. That'd be a terrible, mom, bro.
That'd be funny, bro.
That'd be a terrible thing to do to your son, bro.
Yeah.
And he's literally taking care of your life like nobody ever
Well,
does.
technically, she could like, cause like I said, some like the parents are like super manipulative to where like if you don't, cause they have the power over it technically, right? He's given all the power to his mom, cause you did all the work.
He trusts his mom,
right? Exactly. But if she goes back and be like, you know what, you're doing something I don't like. If you don't do what I like, I'm gonna keep it.
Yeah, true. That could happen.
That
could happen.
It
I don't know. I don't know if I didn't trust even my parents that much. I mean, I love my parents and I trust them obviously to the moon, but
so what? Why
I just don't want to put that much power in somebody's hands.
So do you think he just doesn't love her, or just like?
I think he's just trying to protect himself, bro, because obviously she's looking for a way out, bro. 50%.
But is she looking for a way out, or was it his fault if he did cheat?
Okay, that don't mean take 50%. You didn't earn none of this. You ain't had no business bringing this stuff here.
I don't know, bro. When it comes to cheating, I think she should get.
She's entitled?
Yeah, she's entitled.
I don't know.
Like
I'll give you a good. If I cheated on a woman, I would give her a good percentage, but I'm not giving you 50%.
Why?
Because you didn't work for this. I did. You just showed up.
Okay, so I guess it would depend on when, right?
I'll make sure she's taken care of for sure.
But
I'll say that.
I don't know. I guess it depends on when, because your potential earning is still gonna continue.
As a businessman, 50%, bro. You letting somebody take 50% of your ownership of your company?
If she was with me during my rise, yeah.
You think so?
Yeah, why not?
50,
She was
that's
there,
a
bro. She was there
lot.
supporting me, bro.
That's a lot.
But
nigga.
hey, that was her support.
I feel that, bro.
Whether she was there, like taking care of my kids, feeding me, having food, sometimes I think
It depends on the relationship.
Yeah, like if you did it all by yourself and like you went home and cooked your own dinner and she was just there and you just smashed and you didn't really have a relationship.
But if you guys are married, you guys
like,
should have some type of relationship.
Exactly, but she's like supporting you, like where you're like, fuck, man, I don't know if I can do it. She's there pushing you.
Oh, for sure.
And then she gets you like you get to the success together versus even if you're a player. Because if she's almost some bullshit, bro, and you're over there in your head because you really love this girl, it affects your playing.
Oh, for sure.
And if she's faithful and does all the right things, and that you don't have all you have to do is focus on the game, then bro, she should get 50.
Facts.
In my opinion, I don't know. I could be wrong. Leave a comment down below, but
you don't want to go out like no Andrew Wiggins, bro.
Who's that?
It's a basketball player, bro. Like, apparently he found his high school sweetheart, and he has kids with Shorty, sleeping with his best friend.
See, that's where I draw the line. That's where, like, bro, she shouldn't get nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
So
and he couldn't even play because he was like messed up mentally, bro.
That's my point. So I feel right. It depends on I wouldn't say nothing, but she should get less than 50.
Man, I'm keeping my kids and everything, bro. All of that, bro.
That's one thing that if there's if you're unfaithful, right? Whoever the party is, like, it shouldn't be, especially like if you're making all the money and she cheats on you, she shouldn't get 50. In my opinion.
I don't think she'd get anywhere near 50. Not even 30.
No.
Just make sure, bro. I'll break you off a good piece of, cash. And if you choose to invest it right, like I'll break you off like a down payment on like, let's say a business or something. I'll give you like an amount of a bank loan or something.
Most.
That's your business. That's your business. Be smart with the money, bro. It's money. Yeah. If you want to spend it on Gucci bags and trips and stuff, that's your business. Who cares? That's your business. But this is money, and if you're smart, you'll turn it into something else. You can easily flip it. A smart woman will know how to flip the money, but the average airhead probably gonna spend it on purses and trips and stuff, and that's her business.
She's gonna make up a studio OnlyFans, bro.
Well, hey, I guess that's an investment though. Shit, if it works out, it works out. That's on you. But you're not gonna have it's gonna work out, of course. Especially with her name being attached to somebody that's like high up, of course. But at that point, you can't have no access to the kids.
You know what? I wonder why women like her, for example. I think they would have a really successful podcast because of their name. Like they already have the clout.
Oh, facts.
So, like, they're not starting like us. We started from nothing. Nobody knows us. Nobody supports us. Nobody. But, like, them, if they started, kind of like, what's her name? Pearl? where she started from nothing too.
Nah, but her parents have money, so
But still,
they
she
funded.
didn't have no fans. You can
That's
have all
true.
the money in the world,
That's
but if
true.
nobody knows you, who cares?
That's true.
You know what I mean? But like, if you already have that clout, that you're, for example, if you're Cristiano Ronaldo's wife.
Yeah, everybody wants to know the inside
right?
scoop.
Exactly,
yeah.
bro. You can start your own podcast and start talking like what is it like? What was it like if they got separated? I think they're still together, happily married.
But he has a girl on the side, no?
Not that I know of.
I think he does.
But if he does, and she's happy with it.
That's
that's their business. You know what I'm saying? If they have that kind of arrangement.
Hey man.
And who am I to judge?
Shout out to Cristiano.
Yeah. But regardless, like she could start a podcast being like what the life of a wife of Cristiano Ronaldo, or something where it's like
that would make billions of views.
Bro, it would just
that guy's.
I guarantee people would be like, what was his day to day like? What was he like as a husband? What was he like a man? What was he like a father? Yeah, just a person. Because I feel like any of these guys, if they had a podcast, just like I know they're super busy, but like if once they retire or anything. Like just to give their life story and like even interview other soccer players, like for example, like what's going on with Ronaldinho or Ronaldo.
Yeah, true.
Or
original
Messi, because Messi played with Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Ronaldinho. So then it's like, what's going on with them?
True.
I think one of them, I can't remember, was in jail, thrown in jail for something.
Now?
In Brazil, yeah, not recently. It's been a while. I want to say I could be wrong. But like that'd be interesting, like, and you have the access of those people, like you play with them, like,
of
hey,
course.
This is Messi, like, hey, bro, I would like to have you on my podcast. We can
talk
about like the old days.
I'm sure they probably reach out to each other every now and then, see each other at events and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like if they had a podcast, or even their wives, like had a podcast of what it's like.
Soccer wives.
Like, yeah.
You ever seen the show Basketball Wives? It's literally about a whole bunch of like estranged basketball wives from like famous basketball players.
No shit.
Yeah.
See, like any athlete, like for example, right now, what's his name from the Patriots that went to the Buccaneers? Tom Brady. Like his wife, they got their divorce.
Oh,
she cheated with.
She cheated on him?
Yeah, she cheated.
Imagine cheating on Tom freaking Brady. What a dumbass.
She gonna get half, so whatever.
Damn, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, that shit crazy, bro. That's one of he's a top paid athlete, bro. Like that guy's elite. He's elite.
Yeah. He's like elite. He will go for the greatest of all time in history.
Oh, he's Hall of Fame already.
He literally left the team, went to another team, and won the Super Bowl that next year. Like, just to say a big fuck you to the Patriots. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy, bro.
Like, because everybody's like, oh, it's the team. Now, clearly it was him.
I think she is that because I remember he said he's like, I'm choosing football over you or something like that?
I think so. Because he retired. He retired and then came back and retired.
And she didn't want him to play no more.
Exactly. So that's on him, bro. Like,
that's bull.
Nah, that's on him.
Bro, but look.
She gave you warnings, bro. Don't do it.
No, but here's the thing, though. I am who I am because of football, not because I'm your husband. You are probably with me. If I was never Tom Brady that the world knows and loves, you would never want to be with me. Let's just be honest. Let's keep it a buck. Yeah. Let's keep it a buck. Yeah. So why would I choose you over the game that's made me who I am? This game is what's provided the life that we live.
So I agree.
Nah, bro. You got to think like a man, bro. Like,
so hold on.
Hell nah.
I agree, but
she manipulated him.
I also think that you need to know when it's time to retire. Like, bro, it's not like he was 20.
I know he's old. He's older, but he's performing.
Somewhat.
I mean, if he just wanted, if he's, I'm saying is, if you're still performing.
I'm not saying he's not badass.
Yeah, like if you're still performing, obviously you don't want to be like 50 playing football. Like, there's a time because football is a really high contact sport.
He could have done something in football that didn't require
him to be on the field.
Yeah, like he could have become a coach or become.
I see that. Most people do.
Or become like a reporter or.
A commentator or something.
Commentator, exactly. And who else would dude? People would flood to whatever network he went.
Facts. They would. But still, bro, like, don't make me choose my career over you. Like, you my wife, bro. Just support me.
I think she should have stuck it out for like.
Right?
Yeah.
Don't cheat on the man. What the hell is that?
I think it was with his trainer.
Dog.
She was training her good, bro.
That is insane.
But regardless, I think she would, if she wanted to, she could probably have a pretty successful podcast.
Oh, for sure.
Just
imagine doing something like that and you still walking away with half.
Do what?
I said, imagine doing something like that and walking away with half.
Oh yeah. I think
That's the
that's
type
what.
of that's what I'm talking about. It's not fair.
Yeah.
There should be certain
Yeah, yeah,
things
yeah. See,
in
that's what I'm
place
saying.
and stuff like that.
That's why I'm saying like that. I don't think she should go with that. But regardless, she would be pretty well off, regardless.
Yeah, either
But
way.
when,
Yeah.
like I said, if you're unfaithful, then I don't think you should get half. But then,
Damn.
how does it go if he's unfaithful? Does he have to give up more than half? But he did all the work.
He did all
You
the
get
work.
what I'm saying?
I feel
so
that.
you have to be fair. It can't just be one
Man,
sided.
but why does it have to be like fair when it comes down to money? You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, why the money gotta be what makes it fair and unfair if I cheat?
What else is? How else do you measure it?
But like, I don't know. I guess
You get what I'm saying?
there are some people that will be petty and not want to give her anything.
Yeah, yeah.
Which I wouldn't agree with that, because if I know I messed up as a man, you know, you should take responsibility for your actions. You know, hold yourself accountable
Like
and
guy.
make sure.
Like he don't want to get her anything. He put
I
everything
mean,
under his
I
mom.
guess I don't know, but then again, like you gotta be smart when working, especially with modern women of today, bro.
I'll say that prenup, bro. Like,
Yeah,
whatever, you
prenup,
know.
yeah, for sure.
But that's what I'm saying. I think most of these women were with him on before they were anything. So they got with him like hoping that you were gonna be good, but doesn't mean you will.
Yeah, and it ended up working
It
out.
ended up working out, yeah. Lottery ticket.
Sheesh, 50%. I don't think you understand. Like as a business, from a business mindset, that is a lot of money.
Then that's what I say, bro. Like if you can find a girl right now that you're on your way up, you will respect her and feel more love towards her than you will when you get in the higher spots. And I'll give you a perfect example.
Okay.
Why do you think that most of these guys, like Fresh and Fit, Andrew Tate, you know, his brother, Logan Paul, all these guys, right, that are single and have made millions of dollars, aren't married?
Probably from liability protection.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They're just with women. They're like, bro, I'll get with you, but I ain't marrying you. And if you're cool with that, that'd be good, cool. Because I'm not gonna go.
It's a risk factor.
But it's a risk factor for both, because so I can see it in both, right? It's a risk factor for him because and the Ball brothers, LeVar Ball told this to their two sons.
Don't one of them got kids?
One of them.
But
Lonzo has kids.
He has a girl.
But he met her while he was nobody.
That's true.
He met her in high school.
That's true.
So that's why he said to LiAngelo and
LaMelo,
like, bro, you won't find you're not gonna find a good
true
girl,
love, yeah.
or true love.
That's
They're
true.
gonna, because you're not gonna go somewhere and they'll be like, oh my god, who are you?
They know
like,
who
they
you
know
are.
they
Yeah.
googled your name. They know who you are.
Facts.
So it's easier for you to find somebody that you truly can kick it and like fall in love with. Because in the back of your head, if you're worth, let's say, you're worth, I just so sorry to Mike. If you're worth, let's say, 10 mil, right?
Yeah.
In the back of your head, and as I said, you know, this podcast goes successful and we're making millions, right? In the back of your head, you're like, man, why are you with me? Are you with me for the money, or are you with me for the? And a lot of times, whenever you bring prenup up, even like, you know. They got their money too. They get offended. Like, oh, why? You think I'm with you just for the money?
But then why are you offended? Just sign the damn paper.
Exactly, but they still get offended. Like, it's still because they're like, and some of them don't sign. But then
exactly.
that's
when you don't sign, that tells me everything I need to know.
But they're like, I love you. You should know that. Like, I shouldn't need that piece of paper.
Right.
I know. I'm gonna be like, nah, you need to sign.
Nah.
But that's why most people. I feel like once you get to that stage, bro, like you're always on edge. Cause you're like, man, who's trying to use me to either position themselves in a better light or trying to get. I think Joe Rogan has even said this, like why he doesn't get
Is he married?
new friends is because most of the time people, when they meet you, they're not really interested in you. They're interested in what they can get out of you.
Facts.
You get what I'm saying?
When you already established, it's very hard to start trusting people because everybody got a motive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody.
Like you're like, hey, I want to talk to you. Like, why?
What's so? You know, why do you want to talk to me? You know what I'm saying?
So now you're suspicious. You look paranoid, even though
facts.
you know. But it's because you've been burned so many times.
That's true.
Like on your way up, people have burned you. That is like you just got nothing else to burn. That you're like, nah, fuck that.
That's why being rich and famous is a curse and a blessing because you never know. And most times, it's nothing but fake people all around you, bro.
I
Enablers
think I think not even you don't even have to be famous, just rich.
or rich,
You
yeah.
know, like once people know you have money, then everybody starts to be nice and like,
Yeah.
oh, it's like, bro,
They're
what were
yes
you? You
man,
know?
you know what I'm
Yeah, yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Like even when you see me like destroy like self-destructing, like maybe I have like a drug problem, you know what I'm saying? And then like you enable me, like you won't help me out and tell
Yeah,
me to
yeah, yeah.
stop. You keep on providing or making it even easier for me to get access to these things, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of artists have gone out that way, you know what I'm saying? RP Juice World, bro. Like
Who?
Juice World, he was an artist. He died in like 2019 overdose.
Overdose.
Yeah, but it's like, bro, when you have a lot of like people around you and you're like the money maker, you know what I'm saying? Like people
Oh
like,
shit! Even Kevin Hart, like his friends, kind of like when he had the whole affair,
oh
like
yeah,
it was
yeah.
one of his friends that said it, like that. I think that I want to say he staged it because they had like
Wait,
a camera hidden and
they set him
they
up?
yeah, I think so.
Oh
Because like
damn.
he blackmailed him. Like hey bro, if you don't give me this much, like a close friend, bro. Like like
Sheesh.
like I said, I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure he's talked about it on a podcast or somewhere I've seen it to where like it was one of his friends that
So they set him up and then blackmailed him,
yeah yeah yeah.
and it's like I'm gonna release this if you don't pay me.
Yeah, I'm gonna release it to your wife and to everybody so that yeah.
That's
And he was just
crazy.
like, you know what, fuck it, let her go. I'll tell he told his wife obviously and it went how
I would do
went,
the same thing. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not giving you a damn dime.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And your best
But
friend.
yeah, exactly. But that's the thing that once you make it, that's what I'm saying. That's why I feel like most of these guys that are multimillionaire and you've been single, you've made it and they stay single because if you're single, you're not worried about that. You're not
That's
worried
true.
about no blackmail but I mean you still got to worry about certain blackmail. Like you know,
Like,
but like not
yeah,
now when it comes to
allegations and
that.
stuff.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like everything is now allegations, right?
Exactly.
Or Tate or this guy, whatever his name was. What was it?
Ashraf Hakimi.
Yeah, and there's been a lot of allegedly recently.
There's a lot of Me Too moments going on as of the last, 5-10 years. It's crazy, man. But modern women will definitely take it there if you let them. But I just think, like you said, bro, prenup, move smart. And my dad has always told me something because he was like, I see you being a successful son. Like, one day you're going to be successful. But one thing, even if you don't become a millionaire, you're still like well off for yourself. Always just like, I guess, fake it till you make it with the girl.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
like, don't, show your hand, like, and like, in a game of cards.
Yeah.
I don't know why that was so hard to say. Like, just don't expose your full hand.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
kind of giving her a little bit of the lifestyle that you're living. Like, don't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But also, if you give her and then you can't fulfill, then it's like you kind of lied.
Well, I'm not gonna be. Well,
You get what I'm saying?
if she's like open minded, she'll understand why I did what I did, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like a good woman will understand like why. You know what I'm saying?
Knows to get in.
You're right.
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro. Like you never can trust nobody for real. It's very hard.
It's hard for both ways, right? Because if you spoil them and you stop, like hey baby, like once you get married, like, hey baby, it's hard times. Like hey, you spoiled me. You got me accustomed to this.
Exactly.
And then if you don't, well, then they don't get with you. So then it's like you're always in a lose side.
Lose, man. It's really hard to be a man out here, bro.
Yeah.
Especially
unless you find a real good one that is like, nah, don't worry about it, babe. I'll help you.
Man, this nigga got lucky here.
Well,
We can't all get lucky like us here, man.
you gotta look in the right places.
I guess, bro, but it's hard out here, bro. It really is tough, man.
How did it go when you said you?
I had a date. I was fire. She's
It
really
was
cool.
good?
Yeah, she's really cool chick.
Y'all still talking?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
We're
You
still
might go
talking.
somewhere.
I don't know, but I mean, dude, we be
Y'all had a
talking.
good vibe.
Hell yeah, dog.
Yeah.
Like, we just be talking for like hours, bro.
Do you see yourself with her?
Maybe eventually, like down the line, I could. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't.
Yeah, she
I'm not
watches
opposed
it,
to
boy,
it.
You want to say the right thing.
You said what?
She might watch it. You better say the
Bro,
right
yeah. I did tell her I had a podcast, but I didn't. Hopefully she don't see that. I'm not doubting it. But I'm just saying like, hey, you never know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
You don't want to
it's
jinx
still
it.
early days. You
don't
feel
wanna
me?
jinx
It's
it.
fresh. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. I ain't trying to jinx it. So yeah. But yeah,
How's your
MrBeast.
dad? How's your dad? Yes, I was actually about to mess with.
My dad, no.
How's your
I don't
dad?
tell them about. I don't
No.
tell them about none of my relationships
Why?
until
No,
it gets
not relationship,
solidified.
the podcast.
Oh, my podcast?
Yeah,
I've actually
has he
told him
listened?
about it.
Yeah, has he seen anything?
I don't think he's seen it
No?
though.
You should tell him to check it out.
I'm
I'll be
gonna send him a
interested to
video.
see-
But
see
the thing
what he
is,
says.
I'll tell him because like I have a lot of views that are completely different from him.
Yeah.
as far as
Oh
like
yeah, he's in
political
New
things.
York, so
Yeah,
yeah.
but then again,
That's
nowadays
very
he's
loud.
thinking a lot of different things too, because he's seeing like that side of like
Bro,
New
like
York.
especially like if you tell him like all the stuff that's happening, like hey, did you
Yeah.
this? Like bro, that's yo people be tripping, bro.
Nah, me and him, we like when I call him, because I call him like all the time, and he'll send me like videos and stuff on WhatsApp or whatever,
Yeah,
because he uses WhatsApp a lot.
yeah.
I feel
Most
like
I think most people
most
that are like
foreigners
foreigners,
they
yeah,
use
yeah,
WhatsApp. So like he uses WhatsApp a lot. He'll like send me videos like, bro, check this out or check this out, son.
yeah,
Check it, and I like we'll like have like a long conversation about it, and then we'll get on the phone and be like, bro, this is what da 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 going on.
yeah,
And sometimes he'll disagree, and sometimes he'll agree. He's like, man, you know what? I never thought about it like that.
yeah.
These Democrats are like weird as hell. Like I swear, like he's gonna change it. I can see him changing eventually, just because like he's been exposed to a lot in New
Especially because
York.
he lives in New York, yeah.
Dude, like he sees a lot of weird. Like when I went there well, I was only there for
Yeah,
what
you told
a
me that
week
you
or
saw
two.
like naked people
Bro,
walking.
yes, like it's weird as hell out there. It's a very very strange place to be. It's very different from anything we got going on
And
over
it's
here.
mostly men, right? Men are the ones that are pretty much going crazy and
Over
doing
there,
all
there's a lot. I ain't gonna lie. I would say
both.
both.
Yeah.
I saw a lot of like crazy, people on both sides, men and women, because you just have to experience it, bro. Like New York is like a
I'm
different
good.
country.
I'm
I
good.
swear, it's a different place to be, man.
I don't need to
It's
experience
nice some places, but yeah, it's a lot of madness out there, a lot of mental illness out there for sure.
But yes, MrBeast.
So you were saying earlier, you did mention that you said his friend,
Chris.
Chris, yeah, was transitioned, and that's literally on every front page of every like news article and stuff now.
Dude, yeah, because MrBeast is dude. He has over 100,000 subscribers. 100. No, sorry,
Million.
100 million.
Yeah, 100 million.
Yeah, 100
I feel like at this
million.
point he's like a philanthropist because he gives away a
Yeah,
lot,
dude.
like
You-
probably billions at this point of
You know
dollars.
what's crazy is how much hate MrBeast gets for doing good deeds.
Yeah, he's really a selfless person. I've actually seen behind the
Yeah.
scenes of some things saying like, well, this isn't going right. He was like, well, fuck it, just give it all away. Like, just give it. Like, I want them to be happy. Like he actually cares about people.
Yeah.
I can see that about him.
Like he got a lot of backlash for curing, was it 1,000 people with blindness?
Oh
And,
yeah,
like,
that
giving
happened.
the shoes to,
Gives people
African-
cars.
Or yeah, but like bro, they were like, this man is like Satan or it was like.
I
Or
don't
they're
know.
like comparing him to like the Antichrist, like that.
But why?
Because he's rich, and he's giving his wealth. Dude, I feel like when people are like
People always got something to say. They hated on
Yo,
Jesus Christ for God's sakes.
that's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Dude.
bro, yeah, they crucified him.
They crucified this man, literally. Like, dude, you cannot do anything good in people's eyes. That's why at the end of the day, you gotta do it for
People
your
always
sake
compare
and do it for
religion.
God, bro.
Yeah.
Like, just leave it. Like, say this a bit of lie, just leave it for God, bro. Because niggas will always got something to say about anything you do. Whether if I mess up, if I screw up, you're gonna make it known. If I do good, you're gonna try to flip it and like tell me, oh, it's not genuine. Like, dude, you can't do no right.
Right.
So just do you, bro.
And I think that's why this kind of like because one of my buddies is like, hey man, you should talk about this in your podcast, and he sent me a video where Jimmy, MrBeast, doesn't look like nowhere near as happy because he does.
You think so?
Yeah, bro. Like the video that was like, he just looks like he's like in his head, just like deep thought.
Well, there's a lot going on. Imagine like somebody you're that close, you just. Oh, I don't know, but there's a tweet.
Do you think they're making him do it? Not making him do it, but like you think it's
Like a PR stunt.
yeah.
That's too much. That's.
I mean,
that's
he hasn't
too
cut
much.
anything. I mean, he's just like saying like.
But he's
it's
on
like if you
he's
say
on
it
drugs.
Right now, is he?
He's on transitioning drugs. Yeah, he said he's been on them for like 3 months now.
I know him and his wife got divorced. Apparently, he had a kid. And all
Can't do
that.
nothing with a wife if you're doing that much.
What?
Chris?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you're gonna be a woman, you're gonna have two women in the household.
But
I don't know. But I did see a tweet though that people like, cause obviously everybody was like flooding MrBeast. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude,
a lot of people
I've been
want
your
him
friend
off the show or well, I don't know off the YouTube channel.
because of that.
Mm-hmm. Well, because of that and like the other, how do I say characters? What would you call them? The other like
team members.
YouTubers. Yeah, the other entertainers kind of like they don't feel comfortable anymore. Like they're not that you can't play around the same way you used to.
Yeah, because if you use the word like, I can't say it now, but like the F word, you know what I'm saying? Like,
dude, he's actually going after people like if for like defamation and like.
That's what I'm saying. He got mad. He sent out a really mad, like, angry tweet because everybody was like saying something. And he replied. He was like, I wish you guys would stop like talking about my fucking friend. Like that's my friend. Like Chris, my
Oh,
friend. Mr.
oh,
Beast said
Mr.
this,
Beast said that.
and he was like,
Okay.
I'm just getting tired of all this damn transphobia. Like
Yeah.
he literally was like upset as hell, and I know that that's a lot for him. Like, dude, I
Yeah.
already got to deal with it, and y'all are throwing it in my face like I don't see it in first person. Like this is my
Yeah.
nigga, bro. Like I see him day to day. Like I know what he's doing. I knew before y'all knew. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's just a lot. I mean, I can only imagine being in that position, but I don't know, man.
I don't know, cause I guess, like I said, a lot of people want him off, to where like they're flooding Mr. Beast's. That's probably why he flipped out.
You think he'll lose
Uh,
subscribers?
I think so.
Probably is already
Yeah.
losing some. I'm sure.
I'm sure he's losing a lot, and I feel like, but it's a double-edged sword, because if he does let him go, Chris will probably countersue or sue, and then he'll probably lose even more subscribers.
Oh, for being
for like
transphobic.
I don't know if he would, but because the whole, like, for example, the whole Bud Light thing, dude, they lost 50% of the revenue.
Oh yeah, dude, I saw that. That guy is a weirdo though.
I don't think it matters. I think it's
That guy's a weirdo.
They kind of like lost in touch with who actually buys beer.
Yeah, that the market is like conservatives, and like conservatives
Well,
don't stand for that type of stuff.
Well, not even, bro. It's just guys. Like who drinks
Bud Light.
Bud
Those
Light?
guys, but I'm saying a lot of like
Dudes.
frat boys and stuff. I'm not.
That's
really,
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But still, your majority of your demographic is men.
Facts.
But now you're trying to target women.
Or
And
trans women, I guess.
That's what I'm saying. Like, dude, that's like 1% or
Yeah.
less than 1% of the population.
It wasn't a smart
So-
business move. I see what they were trying to do there. Like, let's just find a new market. But
They
it's
wanted,
like,
find a new
progressive.
market, and they forgot about the old market. And they like, you want to go with that new market? Go ahead. And they're like lost
Now
50% of the revenue
Now look.
overnight.
And like, there's so many beer companies, Heineken and stuff, that can easily replace, the reputation that Bud Light had.
Yeah.
So
And I guarantee, if they're smart right now, they're strategizing how to be the, because Budweiser or Bud Light was the number one beer sold in
I'm
America.
sure.
Online.
And if they're smart, they'll make the right move.
I think right now Modelo and
Financially.
Corona are like the
Coming up?
yeah.
See?
And then all these are Mexican beers.
And these are Mexican beers, bro. So y'all literally giving away the market to foreigners. Not that there's anything wrong with foreigners being, ahead of the game, but I mean, like, you really just screwed yourself and you shot yourself in the foot,
When do
pulling
you
a
think
move
this
like that.
whole madness of everything,
like-
of just not just the trans, and it's not just them, it's of just everything. Like, hey, bro, if you want to be that, be that. But like, I feel like, when is it gonna stop? The forcing down your throat. You know what I mean?
Pause.
Like even even gay people are starting to get turned off by it.
It is really weird, bro. Cause like before,
You know what I'm saying? Like even gay
the
men
thing is this.
or women are like, dude, like mainly men though that I've seen on like Facebook, TikTok. They're like, dude, this is like, I was with y'all, and now y'all have like
Yeah, you're on the
brought me
most.
off way back.
Because if you have somebody like Jeffree Star, I don't know if you know who that is.
Yeah,
Like he's
Jeffree,
like, bro,
yeah,
like
yeah.
this is weird, bro. Like, and he's like the face of like
Bro,
trans.
he was like,
he's
first
like, bro,
guy, right, to do that.
Yeah.
Like, he's been
Since
the makeup,
years
he has
ago.
years
Years
he
ago.
Has, was it makeup right? He sells makeup or something like that.
I think
but
I'm pretty sure he
all
has
that
some
time.
type of company or brand with like makeup or something like that, or
Honestly,
cosmetics.
Yeah.
But dude, he's been like living this life, and that's what I'm saying. That's what I was about to
Before
say.
it was even
A
popular.
wave, yeah, before a trend. And now it's a trend to be LGBT, whatever the hell you want to
The
identify. as.
alphabet.
Yeah, the whole it's a trend to be part of that group, the alphabets. But like before, bro, Jeffree Star was there, and it was normal. Like, okay, like obviously there's this group of people, this is what they're into, and that's that.
Dude,
Like when I was coming
he had a
up,
whole show.
dude, yes, like when I was coming up, there was homos everywhere around me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And not once did I feel like they were like trying to force me to be like a part of it. But nowadays, like they'll really like if you be like,
They'll
oh no, I'm
crucify
good.
you if
Yeah.
you're not. Like,
Exactly. If you be like, oh
yeah.
no, I'm just I'm not like that. They'd be like, what do you mean you're not like that? Why aren't you like? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
because I'm not, bro. Because that's your thing, and this is my thing.
Yeah.
I don't
How
have
you-
to
yeah.
do your thing. You don't have to do my thing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, it's just That's what literally the definition of coexisting means. Like,
Yeah.
we can all be together. Just y'all can do y'all thing. I can do my thing, bro.
Right.
Like, it's fine. But I don't know, bro. I think it's just the age of social media. And honestly, I really blame the pandemic. Really screwed up a lot for a lot of people. That's when everybody came out with these pronoun identification things because
Like literally, I don't get
2019
it.
we was not talking about they, them, he, she, none of that nonsense, bro.
Who started that though? Who was the first person to like
I
make
I
that
don't
like
know.
a thing?
Now, if you fill out a job application, that's a thing. Non-binary or her, hers, he,
What does that
she,
even
them's.
mean though? Like, how does
You asking the
that?
wrong guy, bro. I really have no clue because it confuses me just as much as it confuses you. I swear.
That makes no sense to
It
me.
is really like it's just confusing, and that's why I call it weird because like logically it doesn't make sense. Like, dude, like you know what's crazy? Gay people rely on straight people to produce more gay people.
Yeah, because if they didn't, then we would the humanity would cease to
Yeah,
exist.
you can't conceive a child through homosexual intercourse.
Yeah, right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, even if you got to go to sperm bank, but at the same time, what are you doing? You're literally
But
replicating the natural way
a man can't have
of
babies, so it would
heterosexual
have to
conception.
be right, right.
So
Mm.
it's just something to think about, bro.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
All you can do is just, I guess, hope that all this wavy, trendy
I
stuff
think it's
ceases to exist in the
I
next
don't know,
year.
bro. I think
Hopefully by
it's
next year we're done with this stuff. I'm really tired of all this lame stuff. It's really stupid.
I don't know, bro. I think it's just in the times.
I think so too.
I think it's
If you want to
like
be gay, be gay. Who cares? Like whatever. Just keep the kids away from it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Stop
That's the biggest
sexualizing
thing.
kids.
Yeah.
Cause you got people like freaking Mike Moon talking about it's
Who?
okay. Mike Moon.
Who's that?
I think he's a
Is that the
senator.
article you sent me where
Yeah.
like he wants to normalize for 12-year-olds to decide if they want to be married?
This
Oh,
this
that's
fool
weird.
this fool was like,
Where is it?
how many 12 years old? No, he's not from Houston. I think I want to say
No, not from Houston, but like from the United States or.
yeah.
Huh?
He was like, I know 12-year-olds that are still married today, and there's nothing wrong with. I'm like, bro, what is you
Oh, I
talking
get what
about?
he's saying. Like back, like that used to be normal, like back in the day.
I don't know, bro.
But we used
I
to
don't
not
care.
live this long either. We would die at 30, so you'd have to get married young.
Well, I guess, but like, dude, I don't care about none of that, bro. Like, these are children, bro. Like, leave them
How old is
alone.
this guy?
This guy is definitely in
has
his
to be,
40s.
Oh, that's still not. What the hell?
Probably older.
I would think
He's
he would
an
be
older
like
man.
in his 80s.
Nah, he ain't that old. He ain't that old. And even if he was, still, that's weird. You seen the Dalai Lama?
Mm-mm.
You seen what he did?
Mm-mm.
He was like, he had a guy, like a little boy. The boy was like probably like 6 years old.
Dalai Lama's for Buddhists, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And no offense to anybody's like faith or religion, but like this is part of the stuff I'm talking about. Like a lot of stuff goes on behind closed doors that we don't know. And I don't support. I have zero tolerance for people that like are preying on kids. Like predators deserve to be castrated, in my opinion, bro. Like I'm gonna just keep it a buck. Like you leave the kids alone. Let kids be innocent kids, bro. Like let them play with toys and go outside and watch cartoons and don't even stay away from the cartoons. Stop trying to influence the content. Like just let them be children, bro. Like I didn't have this problem when I was coming up, but now the kids of today, they have this problem.
Yeah.
Like the Dalai Lama,
I think. Oh, go ahead.
he had a kid walk up to him, and like I guess the kid was like, he gave him a hug or whatever, and then he told the kid like, suck my tongue, and he stuck his tongue out, and the kid actually did, and there was like literally a group of people all around it, and nobody said nothing. But
I
like,
think so. I think whenever that happens, bro, is when the kid does it is because he doesn't. He'll think that he'll get in trouble otherwise.
if he didn't do it,
Yeah, if he didn't do
yeah,
it. And then the fear of like people have. I want to say like a
they fear religious leaders like that though,
like.
or they have
But
respect,
they
I guess,
have
for them.
they have like a it is fear. They have a fear of the repercussions that would come if you go against that person because of the level of power
Yeah, that they hold.
they hold.
Like nobody's trying to go against the Pope or something like that.
Right. But like what's weird is how that to me when I think about it, right? I think about I always think about like what makes people so scared because it's like
I don't want to die.
it always goes back. Well, no, I think like if you're atheist and you believe that there's no God, right?
Mhm.
And there's that, and it would be the same person. Like you have somebody in power, and you know that they're doing something wrong. I think it's that fear of knowing that nobody has your back.
Mhm.
Because if everybody thought the same thing and went and like lynched this guy or like not lynched but like
They just turn it back on
made him an example of like, dude, this is not right. You don't do this.
Mhm.
And like they took away, for example, they took away his position.
Mhm.
Like, hey, you did that. You're no longer the Dalai Lama.
Facts,
You're like, we're gonna choose another one because you fucked up.
of course.
Then they wouldn't do that.
But nobody. How many
But
people do
nobody
you know are
knows
gonna do that?
exactly because people live in fear. Because if I'm pretty sure a lot of people thought like, man,
That was weird.
Everybody collectively probably thought, but then everybody thinks they are the only ones that thought.
Facts.
So
Just like people in
nobody
North
speaks
Korea.
up.
Yeah, just like people in North Korea, like they're not happy, but
No.
they won't dare express that. You know what I'm saying?
Because then that one person will get taken away, but then realize like, you know what? If we all, because they can't kill us all, and if they do, they won't have a country.
Facts.
So then and that's where the revolution comes, where enough people get upset that they start fighting, and other people see that, and they get courage, and it starts to slowly build. And I think that's what the United States is so fearful right now, and that's why I think they're trying to go for the weapons. They're trying to take the Second Amendment because all it takes is one spark. All it takes for a group of strong men to lead the charge for the other people that may have been cowards.
They should lead by example, bro.
And then they'll create that hope and that courage that they'll create like a stampede.
Yeah,
it could be small. It's like a fire, bro. Like it starts off small, but if you let that fire go out of control, then it'll grow into something that's uncontrollable. You have to just let it burn out.
A big blaze, yeah.
Yeah, you just have to like fuck it. You just gotta let it burn.
Facts.
But if they keep the country with that flame small and your hope small, then they can control you.
Yeah, they'll contain it. Yeah.
Yeah, if you control flame, you can control it.
Yeah, facts.
And that's what they're doing. I feel like that's what they're trying to do.
They are, bro.
Are doing, you know.
That's why we have this Fed coin or whatever this federal.
Oh, that's another thing, bro. I have a
digital thing.
Yeah, they're gonna so like I've been raised. I know this podcast probably take a little bit longer, but when my how was it? My upbringing. My parents are still pretty religious. So where we would go to church like 4 or 5 times a week. So like I have like a knowledge of the like biblical stuff that's stuck in my head, and whenever I hear things or it always like references back, and I feel that, and I think I've said this before, where the crypto dollar will be, so that's not the mark of the beast, but it will be the source that they will control you to get the mark of the beast. Now let me explain further. So when COVID happened, right, they made it to where if you didn't get the jab, you couldn't go to work. You couldn't do more. Some people got fired.
Couldn't even be outside, really.
Couldn't be outside, exactly. So imagine if they go to a digital currency where they control every single aspect of the transaction, to where they're like, if you go buy a weapon, they're like, no, you can't buy a weapon. You go buy, or you say something. It's kind of like this happens in China. It's called a credit score. Where if you say something tyrannical or something bad about the GGP, you won't have an allowance.
Even if you have money,
you
won't have
you have millions of dollars, and they're like, your account is, you can't use any of it today.
Damn.
You have zero until you apologize or until we're satisfied. Now imagine if the United States slowly does that, right? They're not gonna say that they're gonna do it. They're gonna slowly introduce these things, kind of like Hitler did. Whenever Hitler, did that with the Jews, where he slowly started taking away their freedoms to the point where they were being like,
the Holocaust happened.
The Holocaust happened.
Ultimately.
But it didn't happen overnight. It happened slowly. And that's what I feel is happening here, where they're like slowly getting away from the cash. Because if I gave you $100,000 right now, the government wouldn't know.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? But if I transfer you, for example, Bitcoin, there's a transaction that they can follow.
There's always a paper trail, yeah.
There's something, even though they say that it's not, there is. There's
always a paper trail when it's digital.
Yeah, exactly. So if we go to the USD, where they can track every single thing, was it not to say, hey, if you don't get this mark of the beast, if you don't get this, whatever that is, this name on your hand or on your forehead, you can't buy anything.
And you have to have a public record of you having that mark.
Right. Well, it'll be like a chip. Like, you know how on your credit card you have a chip? Let's say it's a chip, and all you have to do is just scan it. You go to a store, and all you do is, okay, your food is paid for. Or you have that chip number, you can pay for your house, but it has to go on the chip, and they can turn it off and on. So imagine if that chip turns off, and the illusion of ownership is the biggest lie ever portrayed on us, because you say even if you pay off your house, right, you still got to pay taxes. If you don't pay the taxes, guess what? The federal government can go and sell your house. So truly, the land you live on, the house you live on, is never really yours.
That's facts.
So imagine if that happens. Even if your house is paid off, right? And you're like, well, I'm not gonna get that
Still
mark.
property tax and stuff.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get that mark after a few years. And then you can't. And even it says this in the Bible, you won't be able to sell or buy things. I don't know if it says this in the Quran, but that's exactly what could happen.
So this is sounding like end times, like you
Yeah,
just
bro,
said,
it sounds like end times, and I might seem like a conspiracy theories, but hey, if it happens, you heard it here first.
Yeah, facts, bro. Y'all heard it on Conversation, bro.
Cause like I said, I watch a lot of Patrick Bet-David's PVD podcast, and sometimes I wish I was like, I wish I could call in and like, cause there's like questions that I would like, because I don't have we don't have the clout or
the platform,
the platform yet to get those type of people that have those type of answers.
Yeah, of course.
You know, so like right now we just, as being Abdul, and we do our best with the knowledge that we have.
We're doing the footwork.
With the limited knowledge that we have, to create entertaining content for you, and also entertaining hopefully something that you like, and that's why you subscribe.
Of course.
But I would like, there's certain conversations where I wish I could like hey bro, like what do you think? Like I would ask Adam certain things. Like for example, I would ask Adam if he has an ultimatum, because he doesn't like Trump at all. I think he started his level like when he first Patrick like his first when he first started, he really disliked Trump. But like he's starting to be like, no, he was like a hardcore Democrat, right?
Yeah.
And then he slowly over time, because they keep bringing in people and having discussion, and he slowly like became in the middle. He's not in the right or far right. He's just like in the middle. Like, I'm independent.
That's why I can't choose, bro.
Exactly. So, but one of the questions I was asked would be like, well, if you had to, like, if there was no other options, would you choose Biden or Trump? Because before he would 100% Biden, but now I don't know.
If I can answer that question, I mean, it's probably clear for me. Obviously,
but some people are more proudful. Like they don't want to be like wrong. You get what I'm saying?
At the end of the day, you have to pick your poison. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying?
Pick your poison. Yeah,
pick
exactly.
what the lesser of the two poisons, bro. Like this one isn't gonna be perfect. Nobody's perfect, but hey, you rather be living like this as we living now, or you want to be living a little slightly better?
A lot of people are starting to see that now.
Exactly like a lot. I've noticed that too. Like a lot of people, I'm hearing totally different voices now. Like when people, like you said, completely hated this man's guts, like 2-3 years ago. Now they're like, bro, I should have voted damn Trump. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've heard that a lot of times.
A lot of people were like, we've been tricked. Like we thought the Republicans were a certain way, and now we're starting to see that they're nothing how y'all portrayed them.
Yes, like most conservatives. I mean, I would say I hate to admit it, but I don't hate to admit it. Yeah, they're actually, they make more sense. They're more logical, and they're like, they want basic things, like, you know what I'm saying, like the right to protect my family, the right to live my life freely as I would want.
Exactly.
To, you know what I'm saying?
Isn't that what they want to?
That's
but they're trying to push it.
Yeah.
But anyways.
Double standards,
and like I said, they brought up that point that the United States is trying to go to USD, and like I was like thinking like, oh man, I wish I could ask Patrick like, hey, what do you think of this? Like of the whole conspiracy of like if this could happen, So I don't know. Let me know what y'all think down below to wrap it up.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.
Leave a comment, like, subscribe, and.